Good news, everybody. Bad news.
Your headliner for the 2026 Deadwood Blues Festival. Tickets on sale now, deadwoodbluesfest.com.
And then everybody's like walking away from the gravesite and he goes, thank you very much, guys, for coming. We'll see you later. I'm like, that's the kind of levity that you need at a funeral. Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the DTC Blowin Smoke podcast. My name is Handsome Pierce. With me always is
I, Candy Randy, and behind the board over there mixing and mastering and still not on camera, the preacher, it's Mr. Ethan.
Yes. If you would like to send $5 to DTC for Ethan's camera, we will take a very, very old used iPhone.
Yes.
Just so he can be on camera.
At least it'll be nice and filtered, just that low res. Almost like you've got cheesecloth in front of it. Won't even have to pay for the filter.
Yeah.
It's the fourth one in on Snapchat, in case you were wondering. No, that's the devil horns.
That's the devil horns. Oh, man.
It seems like it's been a while since we've been at our undisclosed location.
Because it has.
It has been a while. There's a lot going on at DTC right now. Most of it is behind the scenes. So we're going to open the curtain and allow you back to enjoy what we have been going through for the last few months. But before we get to that, two of us just came back from very different vacations.
Yes,
Normally,
we
talk to Ethan about his vacations because he goes fun places like South Africa and Paris. And where'd you go recently? I know it wasn't a vacation. Where did you go?
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah. Sanibel.
Yeah.
But you sound so let down. Oh, well, I had to leave South Dakota and go to Florida.
I mean, the beach, the sand, the cigars. Yeah.
It just sucked so bad, guys.
Mine was a little bit more fun than that. I just got back from spring training in Phoenix. Go watch my beloved Cubs, and you can Google this because everybody who lives in Phoenix told me about it when they found out we were from out of state. It was the first time in recorded history that Phoenix was over 100 degrees in the month of March. It averaged 105 for the 5 days I was there. Not fun at all. I smoked cigars. Big shout out to Fox Cigars. You guys treated me well. Big selection, great chairs. The March Madness was going on, plenty of TVs to watch. And I will just say that we are here in South Dakota, which you did not probably know. And we have a number of tourists that come and visit us. But it was nice to see a packed cigar lounge on a Wednesday night with a live DJ playing 80s and 90s old school R&B hip hop. I was by far the whitest person in there, and I had a tremendous time.
Mine was almost as good.
What did you do, Pierce?
I spent time with my ex-family that I the woman that I have kids with, her ex-family. Anyways, I went to a funeral. It was super fun. So, Florida sounds a little bit better than funeral. But the shining thing, I have a son. He is 14 years old. He has autism. He is very black and white when it comes to things. And he just was at we were at the
viewing
grave site.
Okay.
And they will both turn to ashes. They were both cremated, so there were just two urns up there. And he goes, "Hey, everybody, Mima's dead." Just bam. Just like, fucking deal with it. Mima's dead. And then everybody's like walking away from the gravesite, and he goes, "Thank you very much, guys, for coming. We'll see you later." I'm like, that's the kind of levity that you need at a funeral.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
Just somebody just to break the tension a little bit.
So there's our new saying when an older person comes into DTC. "Hey, Pierce, Mima's dead."
Mima's dead.
Oh, you got to laugh at it because what else are you going to do, right?
Good news, everybody. Bad news.
And so this was in the East River, so you were wandering around your old stomping grounds, and did you go out and do anything fun, smoke some cigars, go visit some friends?
When you go over there and you have family over there, everybody wants a piece of you, everybody wants to see you, and then plans fall apart and you don't get anything done anyways. I got to see one of my old friends for about 15-20 minutes, but that was about it. But I mean, good to step away and just get a fresh breath of air, because I didn't have to do most of the family things, because not my family. I was just there as a supportive role. So got out of town for a couple 3 days and came back, and
here we are.
Yep. Refreshed.
Ethan,
from vacation, one from a funeral.
And Ethan was, how many shifts behind the register did you pick up while the two of us were out of town?
Man, I was slaving away.
Yep. Working open to close. Yeah.
So 2 hours behind the till?
No.
Even brought out the old school handwritten POS to make sure everything's tracked correctly.
No.
Did you organize the humidor, take off the empty boxes, and fill the new ones?
No, I did none of those things.
Okay. I'll tell you what he did do. This is called a segue for you folks at home. Yeah. He worked on the Deadwood Blues Fest announcement. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum. Which by now you all know because we had this out last week, and we are very, very excited after months and months and months of working on venues around town, sponsors, local, regional, national, international bands to supplement on the Saturday daytime, the Friday VIP experience, the Sunday brunch. Finally, as you can see at deadwoodbluesfest.com, tickets on sale. We are very, very proud to welcome 5-time Grammy winner, multiple time Blues Award winner, legendary blues artist, headlining
No,
Chapel Roan. Just kidding.
No pictures, please.
No pictures. Yeah, don't have your kid look at me. A much nicer individual who I've had the pleasure of working with at the 75th Rally and one of my many old jobs. Mr. Keb Mo will be your headliner, and he is supported by Ruthie Foster. Ruthie Foster won the 2025 Grammy for Contemporary Blues Album. And opening the show on the Main Street Square, or oh no, that's Rapid City, Outlaw Square, cut, fix, Ethan did his job, is going to be a young man. He's in Connecticut, headquartered now, but he's from Ethiopia. He's 20 years old. He is a absolute maniac on guitar, a shredder, and he's very much in the Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan vibe. His name is Amani Burnham. So Amani Burnham's going to go first, Ruthie Foster after that, and Keb Mo, your headliner for the 2026 Deadwood Blues Festival. Tickets on sale now, deadwoodbluesfest.com. If you want the VIPs up on the veranda or the Outlaw Deck or the Roxino Party Patio, get those first. They do tend to sell out quickly. We have chairs all across the grass area of Outlaw Square, and of course, general admission tickets as well. All the details, deadwoodbluesfest.com. There, my contribution to the podcast is complete.
Excellent. Thanks so much for coming in, guys. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be a great time. And, of course, we're going to have jams here at Deadwood Tobacco both Friday and Saturday night. Those will start at 8 o'clock. You never know who's going to come up. Last year, Christone Kingfish Ingram came by and played a couple of tunes with the house band, which was Vince Converse and Big Brother last year. And we're working on getting everybody lined up for this one. So make sure you get those tickets and definitely get the VIP. So you get the Friday night VIP exclusive party at the Landmark Hotel and Casino, which is going to be home to the Ian Munsick Deadwood Cowboy Bar, which will be opening this coming summer.
Mouthful. Jesus Christ.
Hey man, I just put my patches on, my NASCAR driver. Ready? Here we go. We'll do this one. Brought to you by Bid 9, Bid 8, Do Deadwood. That's a conglomeration of hotels and gaming complexes in and around town. Also, our official beer sponsor is Blacktooth Brewing Company.
Hey.
Let's not forget the delicious cigars provided by our partner, La Aurora Cigars. And, of course, Deadwood Tobacco Company hosting many, many events. Still room for you to sponsor. If you'd care to put your name on there, just get a hold of us. Info at deadwoodbluesfest.com. Now,
Jesus fuck.
My contribution to the podcast is officially over.
You're like, come down to the Laura Ingalls Wilder fucking Michael Landon outside patio, Roxino, Deadwood, South Dakota.
It's the Do Deadwood Presents Deadwood Blues Fest, powered by Deadwood Tobacco Company, supported by... we're happy to have all of our sponsors. Without them, it's not possible. So we appreciate that. And of course, you, our customers, and our patrons are the most important part of it. Without you, there'd be no festival. It would be the three of us hanging out watching really, really cool blues music.
Which is fine, because actually last year, if you weren't here last year, just to kind of give you an idea of what you're in for, we didn't know what the jam was going to be last year. We were very used to Friday night music being 8 o'clock until 8:45, take a break, 9 o'clock until 9:45, take a break, bah, 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 and repeat. So we had no idea what was coming in here, but I tell you what, Vince really really was, and I know I've talked about this on the podcast before, but he was really so vigilant on making sure that anybody that walked through that door, oh, there's the, keyboardist for Kingfish, get the fuck up here. And, Chris Stone, you want to jump up here? And kind of just taking the reins and being not only a supreme blues player himself, but orchestrating everything as it went on.
Yep.
You could see that slight little glance over and a point and everything, and it just gelled so well. It was such a magical night. Will it be recreated? I don't know, because that was the first one, so we didn't know what to expect. So there was just this vibe of energy that was surrounding it. But I can't tell you that it's going to get any worse.
No, it'll be very much a high energy jam. I am currently in discussions with an old buddy of mine who had a band around the Black Hills, played here many, many times, called Judge Jackson years ago. He works for a management company in Los Angeles that handles a number of clients in our demo, in our price range, in our genre, and there is a possibility we will have a professional MC / radio personality from Los Angeles coming to help MC all that stuff.
Nice. MC Hammer?
Hammer don't hurt him.
No, Hammer don't hurt him.
Too legit to quit?
That is this podcast is too legit to quit.
How many shitty MC Hammer songs can we name? Go.
I think we've named them all, haven't we?
Oh, come on now. There's the big one.
Hammer Don't Hurt Me?
No, what's the...
That is one.
Can't touch this.
Oh, can't touch. Jesus Christ.
Come on now.
Wow.
Ethan would have added, but he was around taking pictures of
Ice
us.
Ice Baby. That was Hammer, right?
Yes, exactly. That was Vanilla Hammer.
Very little known Vanilla Hammer.
Oh, so if you are interested in those tickets, make sure you go right here, DeadwoodBluesFest.com.
Hey.
Making Ethan do a little work and pick his nose. All right.
You were fingering something. I don't know what
That was called the third fret. It's an E chord. Come on now. We're super excited about it. As you know, everybody here at the shop is very involved in it. It's been a labor of love. It takes a lot of work behind the scenes, and we can't wait to share it all with you. So make sure you grab those tickets, and make sure you come down and visit Pierce and Grimes and our whole staff here at Deadwood Tobacco. We've got a lot of surprises lined up for that weekend, and you'll just have to come by and see.
And then, if you're on your way out here and you want to jump by and see us in the other season as well, come down. We're always willing to give you a beer, a little conversation, and cut that stick for you so you can enjoy that. We are getting more and more sticks as the weeks go on, so we're pumping up for the summer, run a little bit light during the winter, run a little bit heavier during the summer. Yep. So we've got that. We've got some apparel I've been told that's coming in too, so be on the lookout for that. I'm not going to say when. I'm just going to say that it's coming sometime.
Yes, indeed. And Pierce, in the humidor, new within the last week or so. Tell everybody about these delicious little Kojimar. They are a cigarillo size, but we've got some brand new product exclusively for Deadwood Tobacco.
Yeah, we got the little cigarillos from Kojimar. If you guys remember, any of you are an avid watcher, we had Rosie Perez, the owner of that company, showrunner over there. She came in. So all this tobacco, as she explained, is kind of flavored more like a pipe tobacco. Mm-hmm. So you're getting a little bit more of that experience of the sweet without actually kind of negating the tobacco behind it. But we've got 3 different flavors to start off with. We have a berry, vanilla, and I can't remember the other one.
Cherry.
Cherry. Mm-hmm. Yep. So if you guys want to come in here for a little tiny stick, I call them bar hoppers because in Deadwood, it is a very walkable town. So if you're walking from one bar to the other, you got about a 15-minute stick that you can kind of puff on while you're walking down the street. You don't feel bad about tossing it into one of our receptacles that we have all over the place in Deadwood. Please don't put them in the fucking street so they get bogged down in the tiles. Tiles?
Yes, we have a tiled road here in Deadwood.
No. What am I trying to think of?
Bricks.
No. Yes. Cobblestone.
Oh.
It's not cobblestone. I don't know why I even said that, but yes, it's bricks. Anyways, but you can walk around town smoking. You can smoke outside. We've done a video about that, so we could kind of emulate what you can do in Deadwood. But a great little time to walk around and enjoy. Always come back for music every Friday and Saturday from 8 o'clock until midnight-ish. We'd love to have you guys in here for that. And you don't have to worry about hearing Buffalo every time you fucking turn around. Yeah, so it's a nice, relaxing place. I've heard it time and time again, especially in the last couple of months, that people appreciate that they can come in here and the vibe is relaxed and we're inviting most of the time. And it's just more of a breathable situation. You can sit down, you can have a conversation, you can enjoy your stick, and you're not getting inundated with all the noise and bachelorette parties and all the kids running around. You can kind of just sit there and be in your own little world with your group of people and enjoy. So please do that.
What were you saying?
I have no idea.
Sorry, I was in my own little world over here. Yeah.
I was saying that if you haven't seen The Pit season 2, fucking do it.
Oh, I got to catch up on that.
Oh my God.
Speaking of, once he's done taking pictures of his own monitor, we are going to welcome to the microphone, not a camera, as we've covered before, the executive producer of DTC Blowin Smoke podcast, creative director of all things at Deadwood Tobacco Company and Deadwood Blues Fest. It is now time for Ethan Burmeister reviews Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man.
So,
so much more official than I thought you'd start off as.
I didn't. Maybe I need to watch it again. All right. Maybe I was distracted. I didn't love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Big Peaky Blinders fan. They even shot this on a red digital camera, which I was excited about the cinematography and all of that stuff. I just thought, picking up a story after the dudes faded out, and I didn't love it, man. Didn't love it.
And this is going to be full of spoilers, by the way, but don't turn it off because you haven't watched it yet either. So yeah, it starts with, the whole medium thing, how he was like always seeing, ghosts and shit like that.
Yeah.
That was a little too heavy in the beginning. I get the whole gypsy tie-in and all that stuff, but I was like, I wanted the old Tommy Shelby back, who didn't show up until about halfway through.
Okay, so I didn't love the relationship with the son. Just didn't grip me.
No.
What? And I kind of missed. Did they just leave that gap? I mean, he was how old when they left off, right?
Yeah, because the movie starts in 39 or 40.
Yeah.
That's 1940.
Yeah.
World War II, that kind of stuff was how it started. So I don't know when they left the series. Probably 35, so maybe 5 years later, give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had to be earlier than that because they were all in World War I, and that ended in
18 or 19.
Yeah.
So 8 years of 8 years of season, or even 10.
Yep.
So you're looking at 28
Yeah.
up to 40. So that's another 12 years ish.
Yeah, but I think when they ended season 6, they were in the 30s. They were in the 30s at the end of season 6. Because I hadn't watched it. I watched it all within the last 3 months just to catch up. And it was great. First few seasons are tremendous. Lots and lots of boobies, just for you guys at home, just in case you wanted to find that part of the Netflix library.
Yes. And the favorite boobies of mine mixed with the hairy pits. Oh, man, when you can tickle and have them grab you at the same time, it goes back to that Vine conversation from earlier.
Yep. I guess
Did I break Randy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
So I didn't, as I told before cameras were rolling, I fell asleep. I was 3/4 of the way through, and I woke up, and I was like, I don't need to watch the end.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right.
That's never a good stamp of approval when you're like, you know what? I'm probably good without the rest of that. That's fine.
I already pay for Netflix, so it's going to be there whenever I want to go back to it.
That's very true.
And the great gangster movies they're running their neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And boots on the ground. It's just when it becomes like too big, it just becomes too big.
Yeah.
What's your favorite gangster movie outside of the usual, I mean, not Godfather, not Godfather 2, not
Goodfellas, Casino.
Do you have any because you were talking about The Pattern, was it, that one time? Mm-mm. The guy that's the seamstress or whatever that gets involved with the mob.
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that sort of stuff.
The outfit.
The outfit, there you go. Is there any other underground, less known gangster movies? Because I like gangster movies too. I mean, I feel like I go through sections of my life, I'm like, oh, this one I'm going to be sci-fi, and now it's the gangster movies, and now it's, older flicks or whatever. But is there anything that pops out in your mind?
No, I was going to ask you, is there something that, what's the off the beaten path gangster movie that you're like, yeah, dude?
I think I would go for it was a Once Upon a Time in America.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's not as well known, and it was pretty much a true story. Is that the name of the fucking movie?
I don't know. We can Google it. You guys talk.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in America. Yeah.
Is it? It's got De Niro in there, and it's about that little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like that's a great coming of age because you're seeing it from kind of an outside perspective.
Sure.
You're not seeing just, Tony Soprano walking down the street and talking to his boys and then shooting people up and blah, 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 blah. You're seeing kind of the common man that's trying to keep his son out of that kind of thing.
Yep.
I think that was an interesting take on that. But that's one of my...
Ooh, that's an oldie.
Yeah.
Oldie.
1984.
Yeah.
I was 8.
I was not. 84?
84. Yep.
84, I was 5, 6.
It has
Oh.
It has an 86 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. If you were 6 and I was 8, Ethan was 27.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
That's about how math works.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Sergio Leone. Spaghetti Western guy.
Mm-hmm.
Directed it. Oh, and of course the music by Ennio Morricone. Wish I had a cool name like that with some pizzazz.
Brown. You just got to roll the R, man. It's the only thing that's missing. Holy shit, we're getting some static.
That was my name in Spanish class because there is no Randy Brown, so I was Rigoberto Moreno.
Yeah,
there we go.
Donaldo. And I was like, that. Nope.
Skip that.
Let's do Delon ad instead.
How does that translate to Pierce? No, just kidding.
It's
It's in there.
It's a lot of,
shifting and shuffling.
shifting, shuffling, and there's some silence in there, and there's some stuff that's not.
Silent Z.
Have you seen the movie Belfast?
I have not yet.
I have not.
Okay, so number one, it's some of
going to
the
war movies
best cinematography I've ever seen.
Is that Kenneth Branagh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a kid growing up in this little street, and it's about he's remembering, right? So he's left the old neighborhood, come to America, and he's just remembering as a kid, all of this shit is happening around you, and you're right. So you got all of these influences, and people are trying to get him and run packages and get your dad in line. It's the whole Protestant and Catholic thing. Not exactly a mob movie, but super. I was emotionally moved by it just because of, number one, cinematography, but it's a kid's perspective on the shit that you can be surrounded by. Love that movie.
Was it black and white?
Yeah, most of it.
Okay.
Yep. He has a couple of frames of color that are all symbolic. So whenever the kid goes to the movies, they're in color. Whenever he got some flashbacks, color.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So there you go. Don't watch Peaky Blinders unless you really, really want to.
Yeah.
Watch Belfast.
Belfast or Once Upon a Time in America.
Or Debbie Does Dallas, whatever you prefer. One of those 4. I know which one you guys are watching, you pervs. I know what you're doing. Because he got you going on the hairy armpits. You're like,
Armpits, man.
You're like, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So Pierce, here, not a segue. Pierce brushed on it, Ethan, and it's part of your department here. I hear we have apparel coming up. Can you tell the folks a little background? What's happening?
Was it spell checked?
Probably need to do that. There's not much spelling involved.
Oh, okay.
But,
Okay.
No, we got a bunch of apparel coming out for summertime. A couple hats. There's a 20th anniversary hat.
Oh, very nice.
There's a regular DTC Bolt that'll just be, I think, a classic. A couple T-shirts, maybe a hoodie.
Oh, very good.
So a bunch of stuff that will be available. It was time to freshen it up a bit, man. Switch it up.
So here's the most important question, at least in my mind. Will there be colors other than black?
Yes.
Hey!
Oh.
Yeah. There we go.
Boy,
Stepping
we're really
up.
Stepping out. Is it all going to be the? Never mind. I won't even put that on here. We're good. We're just going to move it.
Pretend like it didn't come into your head.
Yeah.
No, never happened. So it won't just be black. Please tell me it's not black and extra dark gray.
No.
Okay.
No. Darker colors, but
Okay.
colors nonetheless.
Oh, very good. Yes.
And
Colors.
Yeah.
Colors.
All right, iced tea.
Iced tea, yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, go ahead. What's your favorite iced tea song?
I wasn't a nice tea fan, man.
That's body count, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah. Maybe it's not. I don't know. We'll see.
No, I think it's...
God, welcome to...
Jeez.
goldfish brain. We have no idea. Here, let's just go do this way. Hey, we've got some events coming up. It is the time of year. We got through St. Patty's Day without Michael Maxwell. We miss you, Michael. Sorry that you weren't with us this year. And in your honor, Pierce did wear a kilt. So,
fuck you, Michael.
That's his greeting for you right there. I hear he's coming on a personal vacation. I don't know if he's ever had one of those when he was our Shiner guy, but he'll be out here. Maybe he'll be coming for Forks, Corks, and Kegs. That's coming up here in April, which is this month.
Here we are.
Look how time flies.
Yeah, just talking about the typo up on the marquee.
Yep, on the marquee. I tell you what came into my head. Anyway, so make sure you come on out for that. Tickets are on sale for that one. That's at deadwood.com, the actual Deadwood Historic, the Chamber of Commerce website. I'm not sure the pricing on those, but you get samples of beer, wine, snacks, that type of thing. There's a grand tasting up at the Grand. And of course, come on down here on that Friday night. That Friday night is going to be April the 10th. Friday night of Forks, Corks, and Kegs. We will be hosting the Buffalo Chip Poster Model Contest. Were you here for this one, Pierce, last year?
I wasn't.
You were not?
Yeah, no, I was.
Oh, you were? Okay. Yeah. So the boys and gals from X-Rock come on down, and here's how that works, ladies. All you got to do is come up on stage. It's real simple. Sign up, start about 8 o'clock. We'll start the contest sometime after that. And then you just answer a couple of questions from Fireball. He's the morning show guy. You know, he's the one that has the great beard, as he says. So make sure you just nothing fancy. Our theme is biker wear, so just whatever you're comfortable in. There's no bikinis required, none of that stuff, just biker
we
wear.
bring the pitchers of water, don't worry about that. We'll hose you down, it's fine.
I am the sprayer. Never mind. Raul flashback.
Raul, yeah.
So that's going to start about 8 o'clock on the 10th. We'll have live music, of course, so get on down here, ladies. All you do, answer a couple questions with Fireball, you get a pass to the concert of your choice just for getting up there and answering some questions. You don't have to win anything. You don't have to do anything that you might not be comfortable in. And then, ta-da, you can go. And they just announced last week, Youngblood is coming. Now watch this. Ethan, are you familiar with Youngblood?
I've heard of them.
Because you have children.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And
I guarantee if you said that around a bunch of 27-year-old women, they'd be wringing out their panties right now.
pretty much.
It's
Really?
it's real. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He's
the new up and comer.
He was anointed by Ozzy to be the future of rock music, and he is very much David Bowie, Mick Jagger.
How old is he?
With a little bit of Robin Thicke.
A little bit of Robin Thicke, yeah. He's in his 20s.
Looks-wise.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
But, I mean, he's actually been doing it right from what I've seen. He's been up on stage with Aerosmith. He's been up on stage with Ozzy. He's done the tribute for Ozzy. He's done a bunch of other things. So, and he must have done something. Did he do any other music in the past? I can't.
Yeah, but before he became famous in the States, he was famous in overseas in UK for a couple years before he broke.
But was he more poppy back then? Or?
He runs the gamut. He had some poppier stuff, and now it's more heavy. He can kind of run different genres, but by all accounts, I did watch on the plane. I watched an interview. He was on a podcast, and he seems like a pretty good dude. So I got no problem. And also, the announcement blew up. I mean, they've also got a ton of other great shows as well, but that's the most recent one. So you can get a ticket for that just for showing up. And then if you make it to the semifinals, those semifinals will be announced after the end of the competition. And if you go and compete in that, you get even more passes. I'm not sure exactly what it is. All those details, you can go to X-Rock on their Facebook or website and get all of that figured out. But ladies, come on down. And fellas, come on out and support the ladies. They like a cheering section, and we can certainly supply that. We'll have all the beer and wine you need, and of course, delicious cigars.
And ladies, if you are going to do this, just bring 5 dudes and tell them that they have to come with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Bring your moral support system.
Yeah.
And then we fast forward 1 month later. I'm sure there's something else in there, but this is going to be in May. Hops and Hogs will be back at Deadwood Tobacco Company. Hops and Hogs is our beer and bacon festival in town. All the locations have some sort of a pig dish paired with delicious beers. We are teaming up once again with our good buddy here from Global, Tim. And you're going to have beers you can't find anywhere else in town. And some of the stuff you won't be able to find anywhere else in the state. He saves some small batch. So
Very nice.
That'll be good.
Sounds like a bunch of exciting shit coming down the road. We do plan on being on here more often, so please keep on tuning back in. We will see you sometime during the summer. But if you come in here and say hi and you've seen the podcast, let us know. We always like having that little pump up that people are actually watching and tuning in and enjoying the stupid, weird shit that we have to say on a bi-weekly basis.
Should we also let the folks know that there's a rumor running around that we will be...
I'm not gay. Dabbled in college. Jesus. I mean, what were you talking about?
I was saying that it looks like we might be adding a team member here at Deadwood Tobacco Company.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in joining this lovely, lovely team, here's what you have to do. You need to send a cover letter and a resume. Non-negotiable. Yes, it's old school. That's how Bill does things. A cover letter and a resume. If you don't know what either one of those are, I'm sorry, you're not going to work out.
Yeah. And then you get the privilege of being interviewed by the whole team. So we do things a little bit different here at Deadwood Tobacco Company. We do a group interview to make sure that your personality is going to fit with us, that we can kind of gauge who you are and what kind of knowledge you want to bring, what kind of enthusiasm you can bring, all that other stuff. But you get rapid fire questions from everybody on the team just to kind of make sure that you're going to be not only a good fit for a cigar bar, but for the rest of the team here at Deadwood Tobacco. We work a lot of shifts together. We do a really big grind during the summer, so the personality thing is a great test to make sure that we're not going to be wringing necks or anything. Not that we would.
And you not necessarily need cigar knowledge to start.
Nope.
Yeah, you would think it's a cigar bar. Oh, I don't know anything about cigars. That is okay. The training here is great. We will teach you. You will learn. You're going to have to enjoy smoking cigars or learn how to smoke cigars because that is obviously what we sell here, and pipes and other things. But yeah, as Pierce said, your personality and your willingness to be part of the team is way more important than your cigar knowledge. Cigar knowledge we can teach. If you're an asshole, we can't fix you.
I mean, I can teach you to be an asshole, but I can't teach you to not be an asshole anymore. So
if you're interested in that, cover letter and the resume, send it to info. That's INFO for everybody out there. info@deadwoodtobacco.com. And Jason Grimes will be your contact on that. So the Angry Gnome, general manager of Deadwood Tobacco Company, will be your first line of defense.
We'd show you a picture of him, but he never comes out of the dock.
No, and he hates the podcast.
He does.
Info@deadwoodtobacco.com. Send those in the email. No, I do not know when the start date would be. I just know that it is coming up. So the sooner you get them in, the sooner we can start talking to people and weeding out the riffraff and job hoppers.
Yeah. I like that.
Just like that.
So anyways, thank you for everything. Thank you for still tuning in. Thank you for coming in if you have come in. Thank you for coming in soon if you haven't come in yet. I am Handsome Pierce with the Deadwood Tobacco Blowin Smoke podcast. This is
Randy Brown. Oh, shit. Eye Candy Randy.
Yay!
And over there, playing with the jib, is Ethan. Zoom.
Bye, everybody.